What is going on, Lake Pro Tackle fam? Welcome back to the channel here. I'm going to kind of rush through this. We've got so much to cover. Geecrack is going up on the website here very soon. Introducing the brand new G-Crazy in this video, return of Pink Lemonade, as well as so many other great baits from Geecrack. So make sure to stay tuned throughout this entire video here because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get them. And there's a reason I'm rushing through this because it is happening very soon. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these baits coming out here from Geecrack. So the one that I know everyone is number one extremely excited about as well as curious about is the brand new Geecrack G-Crazy Worm in collaboration with Marshall, the homeless fisherman. This is an 18-inch worm. This thing is super skinny, super long. Sounds about like me. No, this guy right here is absolutely incredible at drawing in bites. Now, the G-Crazy number one is going to be just overall a almost do nothing bait on the surface, right? But there's so many different ways you can rig this. You can rig it up on a drop shot, you can rig it up on a Nico rig, you can rig it up on so many different things. There's almost endless possibilities to rig this. You just have to experiment and find what's right for you. I've done a video, Marshall's done a video, so make sure to go check those out. The G-Crazy, right now we have 3 different colors. Good amount of the green pumpkin. We have a couple other ones up on the website, so make sure to check those out. This comes in a pack of 5 for, I believe, $10 or $11.99, which is not bad. You're gonna get 5 worms, but if you rig these correctly or rig them in the ways that we've shown you or have shown you, you won't lose a lot of these. Trust me, guys, these are absolutely extremely versatile. You can even cut them in half and make them 9-inch worms, and you've still got a very good amount of worm that has a big drawing power. So number one, the G-Crazy is probably what everyone is most excited about. Of course, going along with some of Marshall stuff, we have Pink Lemonade, the return of the 5.8 Bellows Gill and the 3.8 Bellows Gill. Now, these guys right here, the Bellows Gills and the 5.8 come in a 3-pack, the 3.8 come in a 5-pack. Now, if you aren't familiar with Pink Lemonade, this is Marshall, the homeless fisherman's signature color here. It's going to have a pink top as well as a yellow, almost orange bottom on these as well. There is a little pepper flake in the pink, which is really cool. And trust me, guys, these just get bit. You know, the Bellows Gills and the Pink Lemonade color are absolutely super unique to not just here. I mean, especially if you've got dirty water, it's going to work well. But all around the country, people are catching fish on Pink Lemonade. So moving on here, another signature bait, the Bellow Shads. These are in the 2.8 variety. This is going to be an Alton Jones Jr. Signature bait. This Bellow Shad is going to be coming in a pack of 6. We've got, I believe, 5 or 6 different colors of the Bellow Shad 2.8 on this initial drop run. Of course, these do have the SAF material and SAF scent on them. And what's really neat about Bellow Shads is they take all the good things about the Bellows Gills, just shrink it down into a more finesse package, which I absolutely love. The Bellow Shad, you know, you can put them on a chatterbait, you can put them on a Texas rig, a punching rig. These go through cover extremely well, and I love how the Bellows baits, all of them, you know, the shads, the gills, the sticks, the craws, they all put out a bigger presence. And, you know, with the Bellows Shad, it's a little bit more finessey than something like the Bellows Gill. So 2.8, this is going to be great on a finesse Texas rig. Tim has caught some massive fish with this already. And another great way to use this is as a trailer on something like a buzzbait or something like a chatterbait or swim jig. So the 2.8 variety can optionally also be easily drop shot or Nico rigged. So make sure to check those rigging options out. Now, brand new to the shop, this is brand new. These are the SAF sticks from Geecrack. These are going to come in a pack of 7. We've got the 5-inch variety right now, and what's unique about these stick baits, the SAF sticks, is that they have a little non-symmetrical wobble to them. Now, if you're familiar with the Yamasenko, the Yum Dinger, they all have that little rounded, more kind of fine point to them on one side. These really accentuate some of that, and what's really neat about the Saff stick overall is, of course, the Saff material. It is super, super soft, but it is going to give you more of an off-kilter wobble depending on how you rig it. You know, one of my favorite ways would be a Texas rig. Just a normal 3, even 4/0 hook would work great. 1/4 ounce weight, easy to drag around. Again, they are salted pretty well, so you don't need a super heavy weight. Again, wacky rigging, going to be a great option. Nico rigging through the bottom of the water column, this is going to be great as well. Comes in a wide variety of colors. And again, I love the smell of Geecrack baits in the morning. Last up for brand new drops, and then we'll get into the drop information here. This is the Finesse Qbomb from Geecrack, of course. This is a 1-inch version, comes in a pack of 4. These guys right here have a finer skirt than the normal Qbomb, and that gives them a little bit more flowy action. What it's gonna do is actually let it sink down a little bit faster. You don't need as much weight. If you're fishing heavy current areas, these are gonna be great options for you as well. I think we have 4 colors in these, and let's go ahead and get into the drop information on all this Geecrack stuff. Now, we will be doing a 12:01 a.m. release later this night, tomorrow morning on Wednesday the 27th at 12:01 a.m. So literally right when the clock strikes 12:01 here in literally, a few hours from the time of filming, we will be throwing up a good portion of the G-Crazy Pink Lemonade, Bellows Shad, Saff sticks, and Finesse Cue Bombs up on the website. So make sure to go check out all those listings, have them ready, start refreshing, and add them to your cart and check out. So, number 1, G-Crazy will go extremely fast. Pink Lemonade, 3.8s will go super fast, and I know the Bellow Shad and Saff sticks will as well. 5.8 is typically a little bit slower, so if you want some Pink Lemonade and you don't want to run the risk of not getting any, the 5.8s are definitely probably going to go probably among the slowest between the G-Crazy and the Saff sticks. I know everyone has been asking about G-Crazy, and I know a ton of y'all really, really want those. So 12:01 drop, and then we're also going to do a later 10:30 drop. So initially these baits are all going to go up at 12:01, and then I'm going to do another drop on Wednesday morning, later in the morning at 10:30. So we're going to have all these baits available and ready for y'all to go. I can't wait to share these with you. I've been fishing the G-Crazy for quite a little bit. I've never actually fished the 5.8 or 3.8 Bellows Gills in Pink Lemonade yet. I have fished, just normal Bellows Gills, but the Pink Lemonade, I've always let them go out the door, so make sure you take advantage of that. Go pick them up. One of my favorites that I have fished is the 2.8 Bellows Shad. It is absolutely incredible. I love the action. It keeps all the great things about the Bellows Shad, shrinks it down in a smaller package, and I really would like to see something like a 3.5 or even like 3.2 inch Bellows Shad. That would be absolutely incredible as something like a mid-size. This is going to be harder to get on like a chatterbait, except like a mini max or even like a micro, something like that. Saff sticks, golly guys, I'm telling you, that salt content and scent on these is very, very enticing, and depending on how you rig it, you can give these fish an option that they haven't seen before. One last thing before we go, guys. Again, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel here. Definitely appreciate it, and you can get all the drop information, website information, and new products that come into Lake Pro Tackle here. We also have the Saff Big Bass Energy Spray from Geecrack, so make sure to get on that. You can spray it in your bags of plastics and make everything smell nice and good. Frito chips and garlic is that scent. Basically wrapped up all into one. So really cool stuff from Geecrack. I'm very excited, y'all. I'm going to be up, probably going to live stream right at like 11:55 tonight from my house as I upload some of the product in there. And I can't wait to see y'all. Geecrack, G-Crazy, Bellows Gills, Bellows Shad, Saff Stick, and Qbomb going up very soon. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to set that drop reminder, set your alarms, 12 o'clock, 12:01 is when they're going up. So guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time at Lake Pro Tackle. See you guys.